Black Supremacy. This is Palmetto Star, the Ratchet Revolutionary. But you can call me Prophet. Prophet Rovette of Black Supremacy. And today it's such a nice day. It's such a wonderful day out here in Atlanta. And, it's February 22nd. And we are breaking yet another curse for the Black History Month, formerly known as Black History Month, Black Supremacy Month, and acknowledging the greatness of blackness. And today, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, what are you talking about? Emotional. We're breaking the curse of emotion. Now, let me say emotions are a beautiful thing. We are, blessed with these things to express ourselves, to create further. Yet, we are given two ways to express them. Either be very non-emotional. This is the way they push how you be a black productive person, is to bottle in your emotions and to be a non-emotional person. And so you could be productive, fulfilling the feckless fantasies of pink power terrorism, or you are just emotional clusterfuck of a person that is just overtly using all their emotions, and they push this specifically to black men. The hip hop culture and all that stuff like that, they push a more or less, you gotta get money, no emotions, fuck a bitch, all this weird stuff, you know what I'm saying, that is not black at all, and so they push this narrative of, you gotta be non-emotional to be a productive person and to get this money. You just too emotional, you too attached to this and you too attached to that, and you're just a non-emotional person, have sex, non-emotions. It's like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? So that's the narrative they push you, or they push you're just a being of just anything is turning your emotions. You're just this almost a roller coaster of emotions. And this is what pink power terrorism, mainstream mayonnaise media pushes on the black people, and specifically black men. So today we are breaking the curse of emotion, because I'm gonna explain how to utilize them further. Now, I have accomplished a lot of things in the year 2020, 2019, 2020, and now 2021. I would say, and I would say that I have accomplished more in those 3 years than a lot of people have accomplished in about 20 years, honestly. You know what I'm saying? In about 20 years, I have accomplished more in 2019, 2020, and now 2021 in these past 3 years than most people have accomplished in about 20 years. And how is that? Why is that? Well, the being that you see before you, I have always practiced a form of channeling my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Being able to channel my emotions. The person that you see before you, the being that you see before you, the prophet that you see before you is comprised of a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of disgust, a lot of anger, a lot of hatred that has come through me. And, especially over these past 3 years, I was able to take situations that, I could have acted one way or could have acted another way, and was able to channel them into being a productive person, and being able to channel these emotions as opposed to, acting out in those emotions, because emotions are a tool. Emotions ultimately are a tool for you to use. You're not forced to act in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Grand Rising. You're not forced to act in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So these emotions come, and it's not propelling you to act a certain way, to be belligerent, or, if your significant other acting out of pocket, you gotta, act a certain way and be violent or anything like that. That's not what emotions are for. Emotions are for you to use as a tool to take yourself to the next level. It's for you to say, oh, okay, and then go to the next level. And I had to go there with these emotions because, I'm a person I've meditated a lot, I've done a lot, and it takes a lot for me to get angry per se. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot for me to get angry and to get upset about a lot of things. So when people push you to the point, or push me to the point to where I get to that level, which hasn't happened, it rarely happens. It rarely happens. But when people push me to that point, and I get upset, and it's always a deliberate thing. They are doing it deliberately. So I look at it and I think about it, and I'm like, that's the ancestors. That's the ancestors speaking through them to me to be able to use these powerful emotions to take myself to the next level. To channel these emotions and take myself to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look things beyond the surface when it comes to emotions, because people could get you upset, people could get you angry, but what are they truly saying? What is that truly trying to do for you? Everything is about progression. All of this is about taking a step forward, taking a step, going up and beyond, going up and onward into your human into consciousness. So when somebody pushes you to those points where you have strong emotions about something, when you have strong anger about something, when you have strong feelings like disgust, disappointment, all of that, they're pushing you to this point, and you gotta look and you gotta say, what is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to teach me? Because all of it is a learning experience. Now look at it as a learning experience. What are these emotions trying to teach me right now? This is the ancestors speaking to me through my vessel, through my emotions, through this portal of hurt, of pain, of anger, of disgust, of disappointment. What are they trying to teach me right now? So you look at it like that, and you channel your emotions. You take those emotions, and that's when it's best to focus on your goals, on yourself, on your meditations. A lot of people know about the Shen meditation that I do and I promote, the Black Supremacy Shen chanting meditation, and that's a perfect time when somebody pushes you to that point, or when you find yourself emotional about things like that. I mean, I have a whole lot of emotional things that have happened just recently. I was kind of getting a little bit into it right now, just thinking about it. All my close people, every last single, except for about 2, have been murdered by police, are missing. You know what I'm saying? These are people that I've grown up with, that I've known for years. You know what I'm saying? And recently, recently stuff like that has happened. These are people that are close to me, you know what I'm saying, that have done that. And I'm not gonna say it, but just thinking about stuff like that, and thinking about the loss of somebody that's close to you in such a horrific way, you know what I'm saying, and being able to take that and channel it. What are the ancestors teaching you at this point? What are the ancestors trying to teach you? So I have done that. So, just taking those examples, taking those, and they speak to me. The people that I've known, the people close to me, they're still here with me. You know what I'm saying? But, I definitely lost some people, especially these past couple years. These past couple years, I lost some people, and it hurts and it pains me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things happened in my personal life. You know what I'm saying, that pushed me to the point where I never thought I would get angry like that. I'm an Aries. You know what I'm saying? So when we get angry, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So to be pushed to that point where, you are on that level of anger or, hurt. You know what I'm saying? So if I didn't have these techniques to channel these things and propel me to that next level and to take it further, then I would be lost in those emotions. I would be reacting instead of being proactive. I'll be reacting to those emotional triggers. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they push. That's what they promote for black people, and especially black men right now. They want you to react to every emotional trigger, or to be non-responsive and just hold it in and bottle it in and get money, fuck bitches, like, huh? This weird shit like that, like weird stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, no, we're not supposed to be doing none of that. Just take the emotions and channel them and take it to the next level, take yourself further to that next level, you know what I'm saying? And you could do that through meditation, through open eye, black supremacy shin meditation. You can take that and that emotional energy and focus it and take yourself further to the next level. So instead of being a reactionary to your emotions, and have your emotions be the master of you. Have you, blah, 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 blah. I can do this and I can do that. And then you're going to shoot up the club and all this weird, like the violence and all that stuff like that coming from emotions. That's weakness. That's weakness. When you are acting in a violent way because you are emotionally triggered, that is a form of weakness, because you don't know how to focus that energy. You don't know how to focus and channel that energy thoroughly to take you to that next level, to take you and bring you up to that next level. And a lot of times it's just ignorance, because a lot of times people, they don't know, and so they are taught to just react to every emotion, react to what people say, react to everything, and do this and react to that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's entertainment, and black people are conditioned to be the ever entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's entertaining to react to what somebody says. Oh no, she didn't, blah blah. Like, why are you reacting to every last single thing somebody says, somebody does, or even if somebody looks at you? I look at you. Oh, okay. Oh, what you looking at? Like, Why are you even reacting to something like that? It's non-productive. It's self-defeating, and it doesn't enable you to access that energy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. You know, you're reacting to all this stuff. You're reacting to people, you know, just all these emotions and all this weird stuff. Like, someone said something to you, so what? You know, take it and say, what is this trying to teach me? You know, you don't have to react. You don't have to, you know, get in people's face. You don't have to do any of that. You know, like, what is this moment teaching me? You know, because ultimately those emotions are the ancestors speaking to you. There's a reason why you are feeling like this. There's a reason why. And it's not for you to do idiotic things and to get out of your space. It's for you to continue on your focus. You know, things are put in your way as tests to see if you are going to lose your focus. They are put in your way to see if you are going to lose your sight on your goal. So these things are put into place. These things are pushed in your way. These things, and you know, these different things. But you got to look at them as what they are: as communication. They're tools for you to use to further your development. It's not there so you can react to it. You know, there's not. You don't have to react to anything. You don't have to react, and especially react the way that people want you to react. You know, and they do that all the time with black people. Look how they, for example, like how they did Breonna Taylor. You know, they knew they were not going to come back with a guilty verdict for Breonna Taylor. They knew they were not going to come back with a guilty verdict for Breonna Taylor. So what did they do? They shut down all the you know, buildings, shut down all the businesses. Bring in the National Guard, bring in extra police and people there and all that other stuff like that. Because they know, they have a they predict how black people are going to emotionally react to things. You know what I'm saying? And they usurp that and then use it against us. You know what I'm saying? They take that, they usurp that energy. They say, oh, they're going to act this sort of way. And they do that on purpose. You know, they do that on purpose. They do certain things to get an emotional response from black people. You know, you already know if a pink power terrorist police officer is going to murder a black person and then he goes to trial for it. You already know. You already have predictive. You already can predict what the verdict's going to be, especially if it's a high-profile case. You already can predict what that verdict is going to be. Not guilty. But then they want to usurp those emotions that you have and use it and manipulate you. And you know, like there's a lot of these groups, like the Black Lives Matter movement of the 2.0 version that they have right now, that is there to manipulate black emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's there to manipulate these black emotions to where you're just out there on the streets doing this non-productive stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's non-productive. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, like, this, it's not productive. So we had to utilize our emotions for what they're there for. Utilize our emotions for what they're there for, and that is to go to that next level, to go further and further onto our path of greatness, to go more onto our supreme path towards being a supreme being. It's not for us to just emotionally react to something and, okay, Breonna Taylor, we already know what the verdict is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already can predict that. They could have, their hands could be bloody, filled with blood. And you already know what it's going to be because it's not about the verdict. It's not about their guilt or innocence. It's about the emotional response to black people when they say, boom, not guilty. So that's why it's very important to get into our more sovereign state, to get into our more supreme state, to get into that space where, you know, we are the judges. I'm not talking about in some maritime American court. We are judges. We are able to enact judgment right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got to get out of this, but in order to do that, we got to get out of this emotional state where they do that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? They put us in, they set up a scenario. They do what they want to do. They shoot a black person, shoot a black child or whatever. And then this, you know, when they finally do, you know, arrest the person, if they do that, you know, then they go through the court system and then it's not guilty. We already know what it is. And it's sick, you know, how they do that to sort of desensitize us to that. You know what I'm saying? They desensitize to us. But we had to be able to channel our emotions in a productive way that's going to take us to the next level. And ultimately, well, not even ultimately, because it's just one step. The next step, you know, we're enacting justice right then and there, because they shouldn't even be in our vicinity at all, as you know, under the guise of law enforcement or whatever. You know, they shouldn't even be doing that at all. You know, so we already know what it is. Use your emotions. Break that emotional curse. We're breaking the curse of emotion because they either tell you to be non-emotional or to just utilize your emotions in some reactionary way. And the key is to focus. Know what those emotions are about. Know why you're having them, and propel yourself with them. So that's what the key is. 3 Steps to End Racism right now is out. You can read it for absolutely free in my bio. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting the movement. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting and getting the hard copy. It's been very shocking to me, because I know I put it out online and I put it out for free, but the demand for the hard copy has been great. I'm not gonna say overwhelming, but I mean, there's been a lot of people that's been wanting it and ordering, and I've been sending out hard copies all this week. I'm actually sending out some after this broadcast, after this meditation. I'm sending some out. So big time shout out to everybody that's been supporting the movement and getting 3 Steps to End Racism right now. It's the most important literary work of the new age, because this is why. Even when pink people perish and all of those people and anybody that we consider racist perish, if we don't end the virus that is called racism will continue on a black planet with just black people. You know what I'm saying? So if we don't end racism right now, then it will continue on with just black people. You know, so we have to end it right now. And a worse version, actually. A worse version of racism will continue with just black people. So we have to end the scourge of racism right now in real time. And 3 Steps to End Racism will do that. Once the last page you read, racism will be over for the reader. When implemented by society, on a societal level, racism will be over in society. And so it's the most important literary work of the new age. Hit me up in my inbox, get a hard copy. You can email 3 Steps to End Racism @gmail.com. Also, you can support the movement via Cash App at $ Palmetto Star. That's $ PALMETTO STAR. Or go to my Patreon. You can call me Prophet, Patreon.com, you can call me Prophet and get exclusive material. I'm coming out with a children's book next and a myriad of other books. I'm not stopping. I'm writing every day. This is what I'm doing to further the culture of our supreme nature. Black person's true culture is to be supreme. Black supremacy. So I'm pushing that, and I'm coming out with a children's book next for your child to understand who they are and recognize what they are, and to reveal what was hidden and lied to us about. So we're doing that, and so I support her. I truly appreciate everybody that's been supportive of this moment and movement. So big time shout out to everybody. Hit me up on the inbox, just even to say what's up, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm going to say what's up, and we're going to talk. We're going to build on whatever. So 3 steps in racism right now, get it? And I'm encouraging everybody to stay vigilant. Be aware. Black supremacy.